makes him insane to know she should not lock the oven door. Full moon is on the sky and he's not alone anymore. See the change in him, but can't see what became out of this man. Sweeping across the bay, the night is crazy so far.
Hey guys, it's Waffleathar, and it's late at night, and I'm doing my part 2 on Runescape Revealed, and the first part, in case you didn't watch it, I will post a link to the first video. You don't need the particular, you don't need to watch in order, but you should, just to be safe. In case you're wondering what is this is a worgen, or I'll be very blank, I will put it out there. It's a werewolf, essentially. I know you're thinking, Twilight. No, these werewolves are cool, okay? I have seen trailers for Twilight. I cannot tell you how annoyed I am when they come on TV and this guy needs to move. And what happens is, the people in Twilight, okay, when they turn into a werewolf, they turn into a wolf that's like 40 times their size. That's not a werewolf, okay? That's a freaking animagus from Harry Potter. If I wanted to watch Harry Potter, I wouldn't go see stupid Twilight. I'd go watch Harry Potter, because that's actually cool, and more people actually prefer that over dumbass Twilight. Starters, and then being the worgen, it just opens up so many bad Twilight jokes and stereotypes that I won't even get into, because none of you want to see that, and I'm not even supposed to be talking about that. I got off on a tangent again. This video is talking about scamming and how ridiculously easy it is to avoid it, and the only people that really fall for scams are unintelligent 8-year-olds. Forgive me for insulting my friends, but most of the scams you tell me you fell for, I wouldn't have fallen for even if I was asleep, in a coma, it was hailing outside, I had really shitty internet connection, and I was desperate for money. Even if all those things in place, the scams you have fallen for would not have happened to me, because they're easy to avoid. Let's start on some of them and work our way up. Doubling money is a really super common scam, okay? They say doubling money up to 100 mil. You see some level 97 standing at GE, like Ranger Boots, Fury Winter Fury Kit, like Fire Cape, like Party Hat, D-Claws, Regen Bracelet, Bandage Chestplate, Bandos Tassets, and they're saying they're doubling money up to 100 mil. Now, here are some things you should know. For starters, when you put up the money, for example, I always test people when they're scamming, and 100% of the time when I test and I announce they're a scammer, I'm right 100% of the time when I say that person's a scammer. Here's what happens, okay? I always take up my max cash tag, which is usually the amount they will willing to double. They're like doubling money up to 50 mil. I'll take out 50 mil cash, put it in the trade screen. If they click accept, I click decline and report them for scamming, and persist to stand next to him spamming, "This guy's a scammer, don't believe anything they say." Now, there are some things you need to know. For starters, doubling money, there is no need for 2 trades. If the person says they're legit and they do it in 2 trades, they're bullshitting you and are probably going to take your money and leave. For starters, doubling money can be done in 1 trade and should only be done in 1 trade, and if it's done in 2 trades, chances are you're going to lose your money. Also, you may see people around them getting doubled in 2 trades. Those people are not getting their money doubled in 2 trades. Those are people who are in on the scam, know they're going to scam you, and are going to leave and log out after the main person leaves and logs out too. It's really stupid and easy to avoid. Most people know this. Out of the 30 people I've met doubling money, 1 person was legit. This person said they were doubling up to 30 mil. I put up 30 mil cash. They put up 60 mil cash. They click accept, I click accept, and then it's ended. I have doubled my money. For the first time in RuneScape, this person was honest. I didn't proceed to start advertising to help this person advertise. Apparently this guy was quitting and didn't care about his money and wanted to get rid of it. So this guy was the legit person who actually was quitting and was giving away their money. Now, you may think, well, they're doubling money. Well, they'll probably double a few small amounts, and then when someone hands them 10 mil, they're going to log out. It's come to that, okay? People in RuneScape don't know how to make money anymore. People only know how to hack, scam, steal, lie, lure. Luring is a non-reportable scam. I will get to that in a second. And people bot. You have some guy on the supercomputer running 6 bots at once, spotting different things, and all the money, and what the hell? Screw you. And you have all this money going to one account. and it's really stupid, and we'll get to botting last, actually, if there's time, okay? Because I'm pretty sure most of you heard me rant about bots, okay? Now, the next scam, okay, is... Next scam is goodie bags, okay? SparkMac has legit goodie bags, but his method of choosing a winner is complete bull. His idea of picking a winner is, okay, I'm gonna pick page 1, 2, or 3. I'm feeling like page 1 for being number 1. Okay, he quickly scrolls up and down the page super fast and randomly points his mouse to a random part of the screen. Whoever's comment he's pointing to just won. That is the dumbest method of choosing a winner in the entire universe. He might as well freaking just pick a random person. No, I can't think of another stupid way of choosing a winner. That's like the dumbest method ever. If he's gonna copy No One's Perfect and probably Nightmare H, he might as well copy the good things they do instead of trying to get subscribers for copying the things they thought of first. Let's move along. Now, the next thing is goodie bags. SparkMac has legit goodie bags, but people in the GE are bullshitting you. Okay? The guy is standing there the exact same gear I just told you, but he's 138, and he's like, hey, it's like, you want to do a goodie bag? You pay me 500k, you pick a number between 128. Maximum of 3 slots. I've seen a guy hand a guy money for 4 slots, he picks 4 numbers, and the guy with the goodie bag replied, all 4 of those slots are empty. Here's what happens. They say you can win stuff, their friends win stuff because they're going to give it back. In the end, you're going to pay them a lot of money and win nothing. You're all going to draw blanks because they're bullshitting you. It's a pretty cheap attempt to make money at a high level, and it's sad when that's the only way those high levels can think of to make money. It's really pathetic and disgusting. For starters, okay, if they were legit giving away slots for 500k apiece, buy all the slots for 28 times 500k. If they can't do that, they're probably BSing you and there's nothing in their inventory they're giving away. It's ridiculous. The next scam, okay, is, I'll get to luring, but there's this one scam my friend fell for, and I can't help but look at how stupid it was. I think he must have been in a coma, must have been half awake, he must have had a really bad day, he must have been so desperate for anything. My friend had this idea that making a 4k herb mixed with a 1k item to make a 500 GP potion, that was a good method to train herblore. He thought that was he thought he had calculated out, saying this was the best XP per GP, and all I could tell this guy was, okay, you need to stop that. You're overcomplicating something simple. You're taking a video game which was designed to be fun, enjoyable, and simple, and you're making it into an Einstein equation which is completely unnecessary. For starters, here's the method you should be doing instead of figuring out cost per GP, because that turned out to screw him. If you can take the unfinished potion and mix an ingredient into it and make a potion and lose less than a K, and you get a lot of XP, that is good. If you can do the same thing and mix them together and actually make even a few GP, that's even better. Okay? That's what you should be doing instead of figuring out cost per GP per XP, which turned out to screw him. He had like 6 mil in potions, which was worth like 30 mil to begin with, and he got almost no XP for it. He then wanted to get rid of them fast and for a lot of money, so he went to World 2 and took the 3 mil in potions and saw a guy saying, hey, I'll give you a Darok set for that. He then took the Darok set. The guy logged out. Guess what happened? He didn't give him a Darok set. He gave him a black armor set. What the hell? How do you fall for that? For starters, noobs who have never seen Daroks in their life could easily tell Daroks apart from black armor. For starters, black armor is black. Daroks is like a greenish brown, camel green. The next thing that's really easy to tell apart, and here's the next way to tell apart scams. That scam would have been easy to prevent, as well as the selling an Easter egg for 5 mil scam. Okay, for starters, when you look at the Easter egg in the inventory, it's red and white stripes. It's a freaking pirate shirt. For starters, I have never owned an Easter egg in Runescape. I've only seen them in Nightmare H's videos, and I will never own one. And I can tell them apart from garbage in game easily. Here's the next thing that you need to be aware of. For starters, if you're buying an Easter egg for 10 mil and you look at the price value going the guy's way, and over 10 mil cash is value going to this guy, that should send up red flags. That shouldn't be happening. It should be like 60 mil, over 100 mil going your way. Another thing, if you scroll over the item in trade, it says examine stripy pirate shirt. If you're too stupid to do any of that and you click accept again, it tells you in the next trade. On your side it says 10 mil cash. On the other side it says red stripy pirate shirt. It pretty much Jagex has made it foolproof and almost impossible to get scammed. If you get scammed via this method, you shouldn't be able to report the person because it's your own damn fault for being that stupid. Another thing, luring. Okay, luring is a non-reportable scam. Here's why. You pretty much trick a guy to bring like 100 mil into the wilderness where he will die and lose everything. For starters, you have to lie, trick him into coming to wilderness. For starters, who the hell brings that kind of money with them in the wilderness? For starters, I have to agree with people. If you're gonna be stupid enough to bring your entire bank with you into the wilderness, you might as well just fork it over and just give up. It doesn't take a genius to figure out if you bring a lot of money across the wilderness, chances are you ain't gonna come back, especially if it's some guy you barely know. Another thing, for starters, okay, in dangerous situations like that, you shouldn't bring that kind of stuff, okay? You don't want to bring like 100 mil across the wilderness border and expect, how do you expect not to die in that situation? For starters, the guy is in full mystic and he has a staff of light and he's walking beside you and drags you into multi saying bring 100 mil out here and you'll win. What kind of dumbass falls for that? It's so easy to avoid scamming, it's almost foolproof. The systems Jagex have invented to eliminate scamming. I'm not kidding. The trade screen one is foolproof, I just told you, and most scams are easy because there's some internet logic that you should know, and it also applies to the real world, okay? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. If some guy on the street corner is trying to sell you a 3-month stay in Disneyland for $50, that's too good to be true. So it probably is. He's probably going to scam you. If some guy says if you go on the wilderness up to level 60 wilderness when it's like 800 mil that you're going to triple that, that's too good to be true, and it is, okay? If some guy's going to double the money you hand him just for no reason, and he's going to do it, it's too good to be true. It probably is. Scams are the easiest thing in the world to prevent, and it doesn't take a genius to figure them out. Now, I've spent like a total of 30 minutes talking to you how to avoid scams, and I'm willing to bet most of my viewers aren't even going to listen to them. My friends will probably listen to them because they hear me rant about this all the time. So I hope you listen to this, and I hope the random viewers who see my videos listen to this and understand that there are good Runescape video makers, there are bad Runescape video makers, and that all scams are ridiculously stupid and impossible to fall for if you are thinking. Last thing I will say before I leave is bots. The reason why you see more and more bots every day, and they're all in member servers, are for the following reason. Because Jagex doesn't give a rat's ass about them. Bots are paying members. Why would they want to eliminate their paying members? For starters, they want more money. If they're paying them, why should they care? They don't care. Another thing, there was a spot on the forums held by an official Jagex mod announcing that they're having bot busting sprees, but they refused to disclose the amount of bots busted. There was no reason to do that except for to hide the fact they've banned almost no bots. For starters, if Jagex bragged and showed a counter similar to the voting counter for the Return to Wilderness, counting how many bots have been banned, and that number just kept going up every day, that would probably intimidate botters and encourage most of them to stop. Some of them won't stop, but the number would just keep going up because they would be next. Not only would it intimidate people, but it would show a lesson saying, your friends have been banned, you are next if you continue to bot. Like I said, this has been an episode of Waffleathar Studios, and this has been me on scamming and bad RuneScape video makers. Until next time, my friends. Until next time.